Hello. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about place values. And place values basically tells you what is important to know about kind of the names of the places in a number. And we always start at the rightmost digit, and we can think of a decimal point as being right after that ones digit. So I could have something like 5, that's just 5 ones. Or I could have, say, 25, that's 2 10s and 5 ones. Or I could do something like, say, 800, or you could have 8,000,000 and 47,125. So what we're doing is every place value has its own name. And usually you're going to find that it takes on the names of whatever that first one in a group is. So these first three, this grouping, is the ones. And it always starts with the name of that. So we've got ones, tens, hundreds. Our next are our thousands. And after that, we use the same sort of convention of tens and hundreds. So 10,000s, 100,000s. Then I go to millions, 10 millions, 100 millions. After that, I would have billions, 10 billions, 100 billions, trillions. So each grouping has its own name. Now, it's important to note that if I were to write this out, we always say whatever number is in that grouping. So if I were to write this number out in words, I would say this is 8,000,000. And then I would move on to my thousands and say 8,000,000. Now I've got just 47,000. So this would be 47,000. And we don't actually say the ones here, but I would just say 125. 125. It's an E. So we start by saying the number followed by the grouping. So it's the number and then the grouping. So 47,000. 47 is the number and the grouping. 125. We don't say that on the ones. So here is just the names of our place values. It's important to know how to do that. It's very helpful to be able to name these things. Hopefully one day you will be writing checks. Well, it would be nice to write checks someday valuing $8 million, things like that. One other thing that we can talk about with this is we can talk a little bit about something called expanded notation. An expanded notation is something that uses the place value and the digit there. So with an expanded notation, I could take something like, if I have an expanded notation versus kind of a more standard notation. So a standard notation, I could have something like 5,106. If I were to write this in expanded notation, we'll use all of these digits, and I'm only going to include the places that don't have a 0 in them. So here I would say, oh, I'll have 5, and I know this is 5,000. 5,000. I've got 100, so I'm going to add to that 100. that one there. I'm not going to include my tens place because I have nothing in my tens place, but I have 6 ones, so I'll just have a 6. So hopefully this will tell you a little bit about how we write out numbers, a couple different ways of thinking about it, and how we can translate between numbers and words, and back again. Okay, I hope this helped, and we will see you in the next video.